Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I hope you have grabbed your coffee. This is another installment of Coffee with Sheila and Melissa. However, our dear Sheila is teaching her integrative energy therapy weekend. So it is her intensive class, all 3 levels. She has another one coming up, I believe, in November. So if you missed out this time, please check SheilaTillich.com. Description is in the description box, or her website is in the description box. So if you're being called for that, please check that out. So we're going to send her all kinds of light and love this morning so that they all have a beautiful day filled with grace and ease. It is a beautiful weekend, and I am ever so grateful that I was able to be a part of that and receive my training in integrative energy therapy. So that is why I'm alone today. And I've been looking forward to this all week, to be honest with you, to be here, not to be alone, but to be here, to do a Coffee with Sheila and Melissa. Both of us have really gotten to the point where we totally enjoy it. We enjoy being here with you, and we enjoy that time together. Because as we've gotten busy, it's harder and harder to get together. So we're just going to send all of them, the class and Sheila, light and love. And thank you all for being here with me today. That means a lot to me, because I really just wanted to talk about spirit today. I know that a lot of what we talk about has to do with ascension. It has to do with 5D consciousness and the healing journey, because raising your vibrational frequency is so important in connection to spirit. So I'm going to get into that. We're going to delve into that. But I just wanted to say good morning to everyone. And if you are looking to further your journey, again, I do have all that information on my website at guidance311.com. So good morning, Carm. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Darlene. I'm so glad you got to jump in for a minute. So we are going to start with a meditation today, and it's not something we normally do. So if this is the first time you're joining Coffee with Sheila and Melissa, this is kind of a unique experience, but my journey with spirit really began very unexpectedly. Like most of you, probably all of you, we have experiences that we can't explain, and maybe we don't even share with people because it would sound very unusual or far-fetched, and so we keep it in. Whether it was that encounter with spirit where you saw something, whether that was a message you feel like you heard and you don't know where you heard it from because you were in the room by yourself. Or maybe you just had a feeling and you knew you had to go in a certain direction and you couldn't explain that feeling, but you knew that that was the feeling that you had to go with. Maybe you smelled something as you were driving in the car and there was nobody in the car smoking and you smelled the smoke. Maybe you were at a great aunt's house and you could taste that dish that she always made, and it's nowhere to be found. These senses are our clairs, and that is one of the things that I totally go into in both of my classes, whether it's the intuitive guidance course or the evidentiary mediumship course. But we have these experiences. Many people see things out of the corner of their eye and they don't know if they really saw it. Or they walk in and they experience spirit and they don't know if they really experienced what they just experienced. For some people, it can be scary. Sometimes when you have a spirit connection and it catches you off guard, it ramps up our fear. It catches us off guard. It makes us feel uncomfortable because it's the unknown. And if you are encountering lower vibrational frequency, it may feel scary. So that's one of the things we also talk about in my class, about making sure that you're only getting in connection with the highest vibrational frequencies. As much as I want to discount lower vibrational frequency spirit, there's duality. There is light and there is dark, and you can't have the light without the dark and the dark without the light. So we have to honor that there is duality. But I am very careful about only working in the light, and that is something that we'll talk about, and I will teach you how to do that. And like most of you, I came to this very, very unexpectedly because I was having these experiences. And one of the very first experiences I remember was I was probably 10 to 12 years old, and I'd had a very disappointing encounter with, I don't even remember. I just remember I went up to my room and I laid on my bed and I was distraught. I didn't feel like life was fair. I didn't feel like anybody loved me. I didn't feel like I mattered. I was valuable. And it really had to do with my biological father, who has since passed. But he was never really in my life. So I don't know if it was a situation where I was supposed to go see him and it didn't work out, because they were very rare occurrences. But I remember getting the message that I had to forgive him. I had to let it go. That it was time. That the forgiveness was going to release me from the pain. I was 10 to 12 years old. Where does that come from? That was one of the ways that I knew there was something more. We were taken to church. My mother was very religious, still is. So we were very ensconced in our religion. And so I knew had always felt God was real. So I just felt like this was God. But who am I that God is going to give me a message? So it was very overwhelming, but interesting. And then as the years went on, I started to recognize that I could feel things. I would walk into a room and knew that something's going on here. This doesn't feel right. I would be in situations and I would know that I would need to be quiet, that to be safe, I would need to be quiet. I just felt that there were certain things that I needed to do in certain situations. And it was that empath in me to keep me safe in certain situations. And as I got older, I really started to trust it. As I would get these feelings, I would trust the feeling. And so when I got older and I really had a situation in my life where my life really kind of fell apart and I was feeling very alone, I started going to mediums. You know, that's what we do. We look for something more. And I was going to this one medium regularly, and she mentioned she was going to start a meditation circle. And I was like, well, that sounds interesting. And it wasn't scary. It felt very like, I'll just go and I'll just experience it. And I had no expectation. I just knew that it was community. I knew that it was going to be good. I knew that it was going to get me out around people that I needed to be around, like-minded people. So it was through this meditation circle that I really started to interact with spirit. So spirit had been coming to me. I didn't really understand it, but now in these meditations, I was really feeling spirit in a way that felt real. And I felt like I was building a relationship. And that is what I'm really bringing and want to bring to many people. So today, what I thought I would do, because I do this in each class, in each meeting that you have with me. So if you come to my gathering on September 22nd of the free meeting, we start with a meditation, because that brings us into spirit. So for those of you who have not felt like you could get into connection, or you could get into connection in a meaningful way. Many of us get into connection and we don't even know how we did it, or like I said, it's out of the blue or it's unexpected. Getting into a meditation practice really allows you to get in connection with spirit in a way that is meaningful, and it's intentional. You're intentionally getting in connection with spirit to receive messages or to understand something that's going on in your own life. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite each and every one of you, whether this is the replay, and please hashtag replay and let us know that you're here. Join your energy to the community. If you're here live, please get very centered and grounded by sitting. And I would invite you to sit with your feet flat on the floor, your spine very straight. Get comfortable. Maybe put the dog or the cat in a different room. Maybe put the kids in front of the TV, light a candle, whatever you would like to do. But what I'd like to do for the next few minutes is to really invite us to take a journey into a guided meditation. I never really know where these journeys will take us. Each and every guided meditation I do in this forum or even in person are really indicated by the energies that are a part of it. So again, whether you're on the replay or whether you're live, your energy is going to be a part of the meditation. So with that being said, we're just going to get started. So please get comfortable. I'm probably going to close my eyes. You might see me move if you're paying attention, but I would invite you to close your eyes and get comfortable. And I guess with that being said, here we go. All right, so I'm going to ask you to just get very centered and grounded. I'm going to ask you to take a nice deep breath in your nose, and you're going to blow it out of your mouth. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in all the way down to the bottom of your belly and release. Nice deep breath in, all the way down to the bottom of your belly, and release. And one more time. A nice deep breath in, all the way down to the bottom of your belly, and release. And now I would like you to feel a very relaxing waterfall of light coming down from the heavens, coming down over the top of your head. And as you feel this waterfall of light entering your aura and coming down over the top of your head, it's just a beautiful relaxation feeling coming over you. You are letting go of the tension in your head. You're letting go and releasing the tension in the back of your neck. And as this waterfall of light comes down, you're releasing and dropping your shoulders. You're letting go of any constriction in your chest. You're relaxing your belly. You're relaxing your hips. And let the relaxing and the tingling come down over the tops of your legs and down through your calves. And this beautiful waterfall of light is coming down through your auric field, energizing you, reviving you, relaxing you. So all of that tiredness is falling away. All of that stress is falling away. And you're going to feel this waterfall of light going down through the bottom of your feet and right down through your feet, down into Mother Gaia. And you're feeling grounded and supported and connected. And all of this waterfall of light, all of this tension, all of this stress that's flowing out down through your chakras, down through the bottom of your feet into Mother Gaia is releasing. And you're feeling lighter, you're feeling buoyant. And all of the stress and all of the blockages are going down into the earth, all the way down to the core of the earth, into the core of Mother Gaia, where there's a beautiful, brilliant, crystalline blue ball of light. And all of that dense energy that's come out of you is flowing down into that crystalline blue ball of light to be transmuted, to be made whole, to be energized, to be cleansed. And now you're going to visualize a beautiful, beautiful blue column of light coming up through Mother Gaia, through all the layers of Mother Gaia, and all the way up into the bottom of your feet. And you can feel this cleansed and clean energy that is revitalizing you and reviving you as it comes up through the bottom of your feet, up through your legs, up into your torso, up into your heart, up through your throat, up into your head and out the top of your head, and all the way up to the heavens, connecting you with all that is. Feel connected to earth. Feel connected to all that is. And now visualize a beautiful pink ball of light hovering right in front of your heart, a crystalline pink glowing ball of light and feel it as it is pulsing with love, pulsing with Archangel Ariel's pink ray of love being brought to you, hovering right in front of your heart. And as you feel that beautiful crystalline pink ball of love pulsing right out in front of you, feel it expand and encompass you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, all the way down the front of you and all the way up the back of you, as you are encompassed in this pulsing energy of Archangel Ariel's love. Feel the love. And now you're going to feel a ray coming into your heart center, a beautiful ray of pink light going into your heart, pulsing self-love, helping you to feel, see, hear, and know the love that is always available to you from your higher self, from Mother Gaia, from your guides, the ascended masters, the archangels, all that is, the universe, God, Goddess, God consciousness. Feel the love pulsing all around you and within you. Allow it. Don't block it. Know that this is real. Know that you are connected. Feel the tingling sensation from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Feel the love expanding your heart, opening it up, letting go of any density, letting go of any disruption, any blockage, anything that says you do not deserve the love. Let it go. Sit in the love. Feel the love. You are love. You are connected to the love of the earth, of the cosmos, of God, of your higher self, your soul. This is your life mission, to be of the love, to accept the love, and to give the love. Take a nice deep breath in, all the way down to the bottom of your belly, and release. Feel the love. And one more time, breathe in all that love. Breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in. And release it and share it and share it and share it. And as you breathe in love and you release love, you are sharing it with yourself and you are sharing it with everyone and all that is. And now the pink ray of light is going to recede. And we are going to thank everyone who has been here with us today for allowing us to feel, see, hear, and know that we are loved and supported. And thank you. And when you are ready, I would like you to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and come back into this now space and be here with us now. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Every meditation is very unique. And today, we needed the love. Today, we needed to know that we are not alone. We needed to know that we are supported and we are guided. And all we need to do is reach out and ask. That was very beautiful. So as I was saying, this is how I started my journey. By going to these meditations and by feeling the connection, by having the Ascended Masters show up, by having my guides show up. And going into these guided meditations and coming out of them and talking about my experience, the medium that I was working with kept telling me that I was a medium. And I kept saying, no, I'm not. Yeah, I'm having these experiences, and yeah, this is valuable, and yeah, this is awesome. But I'm not a medium. If anybody would like to share their experience in the comment, please. If you have any questions about your experience, please put it in the comment. Please ask me questions about your own experiences. Good morning, Dorothy. And it was in one of the guided meditations that I actually had what appeared to be a Christ figure. Jesus. I was raised Roman Catholic, and my first thought was, this can't be happening, because who am I that this revered master teacher, Jesus, would come to me? But that is why he came to me, because he is a master teacher. And many people that I work with talk about seeing a Christ-like figure or seeing beings of love. Everyone's journey is unique, and everyone's journey is very much their own. And one of the things I like to do in each class that I give is to really help you to recognize what your journey is like and to help you understand what you're going through so that you can keep moving forward on your journey. And I was actually going to print out a lot of the testimonials from my classes to really talk about what people have gained in my classes, but all of that is on my website. And what I would really like to do in the next 10 minutes that we're together is answer your questions or talk about your experiences. You know, what is it in connection to spirit that you're looking for, or what is it that you're experiencing that maybe you don't understand? Because spirit is always coming to us, whether it's in a dream, whether it's in a daydream, whether it's giving us signs and symbols, those feathers, those coins, those numbers, number sequences, repetitive. They're always going to bring you a message until you receive it. I was actually just talking to someone the other day, and she said, I've been seeing the same number sequence for the past 4 years. Well, that means that there's something still in that number sequence that they're bringing you. There's still something in that number sequence that you need to feel or know. So just know that if you feel like you keep being brought the same message over and over again and it feels a little redundant, or what does it mean, or what is they trying to get to me, that's it. They are bringing you something. And, you know, it was interesting in my own experience that I kept being brought the same lesson over and over again until I received it. So yes, spirit brings you that which you need is often until we get it. And we're human. It can take years. So please don't discount something that you're experiencing just because you've been experiencing it for years or a long time. It just means that there's still something there for you to experience. And one of the other things that we talk about in my class is how to get into connection with spirit, and that it's a vibrational frequency. So spirit in the higher frequency is up here. We in our human frequency are down here. And so we have to come up so that they can come down and we can communicate. And that is why I was brought to integrative energy therapy, because I needed to help to have a tool in my toolbox to be able to help people to be able to raise their vibrational frequency. So Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, through Abraham many years ago, brought us the emotional scale or chart. And those lower emotional frequencies fear, victimization, blame, discouragement, entitlement, disempowerment. Those are all those lower vibrational frequencies that we have to heal from. And getting into courage and acceptance, you're moving up that chart. When you're getting into gratitude, when you're getting into joy, that is when you're getting into those higher frequencies. And that is when you can get to really receiving spirit. One of the reasons, guys, that I talk about the gratitude journal so much, because it made such a profound difference in my life, because I was able to connect with spirit in a way that I could really start acting and trusting on the information that I was receiving. That is why it's so important to do the healing piece, especially if you feel like you're receiving spirit in a way that you're not really sure if you can trust or act on it. It could be because you're getting in connection, but you're not getting in connection in a way that you can really start embodying it. And so that is why it's so important to become self-aware. And through the self-awareness is the healing of where you're kind of holding yourself in those lower frequencies. And healing them is really raising your vibrational frequency to get into connection. So Cynthia, yay! Thank you, Cynthia. A few years back, I experienced several encounters with owls. One experience was a very vivid dream of a very large owl raising up from the ground. Yeah, spirit will often use animal totems to also bring you messages. So just like number sequences, you can Google owl animal totem, and then really, and honestly, guys, whenever you do that, read more than one blog. Read more than one person's take on an animal totem or a number sequence, and then take the piece that you feel, because that is where it's always going to be impersonal. And spirit is going to let you know when you're on the right path by making you feel that you're on the right path, that this is, okay, this resonates with me. I'm feeling this. So that's absolutely a message for you. So, you know, whenever I Google a number sequence, I don't just look at one place. I'll look at a couple different ones, and then I'll take the one that either is repetitive or I really feel like, okay, that was for me. That's what I'm going through. That's what I needed to know. Or this is what I'm feeling really resonates with me. So yeah, whenever you're doing that, you're looking up the sign or the symbol, look at more than one, because many people will get the message, but you know, they may describe it in a different way that really, really helps you. So one of the things that I want to touch base on is, oh gosh, where was I going? I had a thought and it was totally gone. So yes, if you have your coffee, let's have some coffee. So, signs, symbols, animal totems. But yeah, being able to really get into connection with spirit in a way that you can start living in alignment. And what that means, living in alignment, is basically meaning you're taking the feeling, the nudges, the inspiration, the signs, the symbols, and you're really starting to trust them and act on them in the way that are making a difference in your life. So when you get that impetus that, oh, I really got to leave this job, like it's a very toxic situation, and you leave the job, then you're brought the next thing that's better for you. Or when you're getting the inspiration that, okay, I really need to, right now, I got to drop everything I'm doing and I got to run to the grocery store. And then you like run into that person that you've been wanting to see for 10 years. So sometimes you just really have to trust that what Spirit's bringing you is for you. Sharon, thank you for joining. I've been seeing more number sequences lately. Does it have to do with this big energy? Oh my gosh, yes, yes. Because this big energy is bringing us all something new. So that's one of the reasons I think that it's so, again, in alignment that I'm bringing this course in October, that it will be able to be out there for those of you who are ready to jump into it, because yes, the energy's out there right now. And again, I'm not an astrologer, so definitely find an astrologer, again, you resonate with. But yeah, the energies are shifting. And I know there's some big planetary alignments that have been like 2, 3, and 4 years that are really, we're starting to feel that energy impact us now. And then personally, you know, in your birth chart, you know, when different planets do different things, that's going to affect you personally. So very important to kind of find an energetic person, you know, energy astrologer that's going to help you. But what I'm going to say, yes, that everybody's kind of being brought inspiration and guidance about where you're going in the next couple of years, because we're moving out of a big energy that really had a lot of endings of cycles for many people. So we are going to start feeling this big energy, and it's going to be dumping us out of situations and really bringing us into new situations that, again, are going to feel uncomfortable because they're going to be brand new. We've never done it before. Because the only way we can change our situation to get what we want, we have to do something different. We have to do something new. We have to get out of our comfort zone. So yes, the number sequences are helping you, Sharon, to know that you're on the right road, that you're going to be safe, that you're moving in the right direction, and that everything is all right. Everything is well. One of the messages I posted today was honor yourself. And I think that has a lot to do with these energies that we're going through, that for many people, you're going to be being brought messages and inspiration and opportunities that, again, are going to feel uncomfortable. And so by recognizing the signs and symbols that you're getting, you're going to be able to make these leaps of faith a whole lot easier, because you know you're not alone. So that is what my intuitive guidance course helps you do. It's exactly what it's all about. And we are going to start it on October 20th. It is 5 nights. It is 2 hours every Wednesday night. We do use cards, because for many of you who are just starting to really get into connection with spirit in a way that you're starting to trust and act on it, having a tool, whether it's a pendulum or a card or a tuning rod or a fork or whatever works for you. But it's just a little validation to say, okay, I am on the right road, or this is what I feel or what I need. So that is what we're going to do. And we are going to talk about energy. We're absolutely going to talk about energy, because that's all how getting into connection spirit works, is understanding the energy, knowing that the energy is real, knowing that the energetic field that we are a part of is a part of us. And that's why, you know, if you watch so many different people who are energy teachers or gurus, whatever you want to call them, you know, if you watch several of them, you'll see that they're all talking about similar themes, because they're all reaching into that matrix at the same time. So they're all getting the very similar messages. So, oh, thank you, Sharon. That's really sweet. So that's why, you know, we have to learn how to tap into the energy. We have to learn how to get into alignment, because they're bringing us messages and information all the time to help us in our own individual lives and life purpose. So that's what I've been being called to do these past couple of years, is help those of you who are ready to step into that journey to be a part of it. So I'm really looking forward to it. So thank you for being here with me this morning. Thank you for joining me. If you're joining on the replay, thank you for joining on the replay. Guys, thank you. Please feel free to use that meditation as often as you'd like, because we always need to feel the love and connection that is always there for us, especially when we're going through very difficult times and we do feel isolated or we do feel alone. And I know for many light workers, we can feel alone and we can feel isolated, because we're usually the black sheep of the family, or we're usually the oddball, and people don't understand that. So please, if you're looking for community, if you're looking for like-minded people, please join the Guidance 311 group. If you're being called to take my class, all the information is at guidance311.com. And I am here for you, sending you so much love, so much light, and so many blessings. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye. Namaste.